mostly south of the city. We'll clear out tomorrow. Cool Wednesday, mostly sunny and warmer.
This is Frank Arity. The Nets continue their road trip tonight when they take on the Nuggets. Quarterback Jay Cutler has asked the Denver Broncos to trade him.
This is Larry Kofsky on Wall Street. The market's win streak is over. The Dow closed at 72.16, down 7.
Winch News Time 6:41. Time for traffic and transit on the ones. Here's Matt Ward.
We've got a long haul in Parsippany, New Jersey on the westbound side of 80. We're talking 6 miles worth of slow traffic. Got to take it 47. That's the exit for 280. So again, 80 west jam for 6 miles out to Parsippany. Out of flipped over car accident, left and center lanes are blocked. As a result of that, you may want to go with Route 46 instead. Here's what you need to know about the bridges and tunnels. I've got a side-angle view of the GW Bridge here in the jam cam. Does not look like a bad ride upstairs and down, in and out of the city. In fact, it was an accident, but quickly removed from the inbound lower deck of the GW Bridge out of the apartments area. Lincoln Tunnel could cost you 15 or 20 minutes on the inbound side. If you're leaving town, Holland Tunnel is getting better. We're down to maybe a 10-minute delay on the outbound side. Brooklyn Bridge is still very crowded each way. Still water main repairs not far from the Holland Tunnel, Barrack Street between Grand Street and Canal. And then accident's just been cleared for the Bell Parkway eastbound side near Rockaway Parkway. And all Long Island traffic through Nassau County started to thin out pretty nicely on the LIE, northern and southern state as well. Still some delays on the 1 train through South Ferry and flight delays at LaGuardia, 45 minutes on arrivals. Alternate side in effect for tomorrow. I'm Matt Ward. Our next report at 6:51 on 1010 WIN.
Winch News Time 6:42. Bernie Madoff's wife may be looking for a new home soon, maybe even a job, while her husband cools his heels in jail.
Mrs. Madoff may be up the creek without her yacht if the government gets its way. The boats, cars, homes, and millions in her name are profits from the Ponzi scheme, they say, and bilk investors should get it back. Legal experts say it's hard to imagine she has an innocent owner's defense, meaning that she earned the money very legally and independently of the scam or made it before it began. And they say her son's money is also vulnerable. Juliette Papa, 1010 WINS News.
Winch News Time 6:43. Another admitted swindler was in court today, pleading guilty to another crime.
In a convoy, hedge fund swindler Sam Israel admitted to the judge that yes, he failed to show up last summer to start his 20-year prison term and will likely get another 12 to 18 months tacked onto his sentence. In the meantime, Barry Bohr says his client will remain locked up in the county jail.
With each day, he's adjusting to his situation. It's a difficult situation.
In June, Israel faked suicide on the Bear Mountain Bridge and spent the next month on the lam in an RV, finally wheeling up on his scooter and surrendering at a Massachusetts police station. Al Jones, 1010 WINS at the federal courthouse in White Plains.
The Yonkers woman who was shot in the stomach with an arrow is telling her story to our Mona Rivera.
Still got Brown was getting out of her car in the Bronx yesterday when she felt a pain in her stomach. She thought a baseball had hit her, but then she saw a black arrow with yellow feathers.
It was about 2.5 feet long.
And in shock, she realized it was embedded in her.
About 3 inches above my belly button, like right under my heart.
Delgado Brown was rushed to St. Barnabas Hospital and is okay after surgery. She feels lucky the arrow didn't kill her and can even joke with everyone about it.
Yeah, they